What if I told you the first light of creation still hisses around you? A ghost between stations on a cheap radio. The universe remembers its birth. Tonight, we hunt that memory back to the instant space and time erupted and silence tore open. Hold your breath. In 1964, two engineers in New Jersey heard a stubborn hiss in a giant horn antenna. They blamed pigeons, even scrubbed the droppings with rags. The noise stayed. Arno Penzias and Robert Wilson had stumbled onto the afterglow of creation, the sky's ancient ember. Long before equations, humans sang the world into being. Clay tablets, hymns, campfire epics. Now, detectors, satellites, and colliders carry the same question. How did everything begin? The answer fixes our fate. Whether time loops forever, freezes, or burns into quiet. Wind the clock back to a sliver of a second after the beginning, then smaller still. Space ballooned faster than light, smoothing chaos like a sheet snapped taut. Quantum tremors, magnified by inflation, became the seeds of galaxies. From almost nothing, structure inscribed. 380,000 years later, electrons hugged nuclei, atoms formed, light finally slipped free. The newborn cosmos turned transparent, leaving a baby portrait in microwave colors. Warm and cool freckles, 1 part in 100,000. Inside it, every future map is hidden.
Then darkness slowly cracked. The first stars, enormous, short-lived, ignited the void, blue-white. In their cores, hydrogen learned new steps, fusing into heavier elements. When they died, they scattered carbon, oxygen, iron, the alphabet of life. Night was no longer empty. It carried memory. But the visible was only handwriting on a hidden page. An unseen mass, 5 times more plentiful than atoms, sculpted the cosmic web. Galaxies gathered along dark scaffolds, like dew on spider silk. We feel its pull in curves of stars. We do not yet know its nature. In a quiet arm of a spiral galaxy, a cold cloud collapsed. Shock waves spun a disk. Ice and dust clumped, clashed, and grew. The newborn sun ignited. Rings of stone became worlds. Amid stray comets and molten rain, Earth coalesced. One survivor claimed by gravity's intimate votes. On a restless ocean planet, lightning and minerals scribbled chemistry. At deep-sea vents, heat and iron built engines. Fragile strands learned to copy, fold, and compete. Membranes learned to barter energy. No trumpet announced it, yet life had begun. Anonymous, persistent, endlessly inventive. Ice gripped continents. Tropical seas froze. Firestorm impacts reset the clock. Extinctions carved away plans that seemed permanent. Each disaster edited Earth's script, and life, stubborn and improvisational, read the new margins aloud. Complexity rose from setbacks, favoring survivors who could adapt. Eyes evolved to track prey. Then they found constellations. Stone circles framed solstices. Clay marks computed eclipses. From Babylon to Alexandria, observers learned to predict the sky and to wonder whether order itself was born. Creation became a riddle written in moving light and shadow. Then came an audacious geometry. Albert Einstein bent space and time into one fabric and showed gravity as its curve. His equations permitted a changing universe. He added a cosmic fix to hold it still, then called it his blunder when the sky proved otherwise, relentlessly expanding. Atop Mount Wilson, Edwin Hubble measured galaxies rushing away. Space was stretching. The farther the galaxy, the faster the flight.
Rewinding implied a beginning, not an edge in space, but a moment. The past narrowed toward heat, pressure, plasma, and a single terrifying word: origin. Late in the 20th century, dying stars revealed a twist. The expansion was speeding up, driven by a pressure in empty space, dark energy. The future unspooled, galaxies drifting beyond reach, night turning sparse. The universe would not fade gently. It would accelerate into splendid loneliness. Why is there something rather than nothing? Perhaps inflation never stopped, budding bubble after bubble, most sterile, some alive. Perhaps laws are self-selecting stories in a vast library, and we inhabit a readable page. Or perhaps we're missing a line, and the margin hides it.
A soft static, the oldest light still arriving. Touch your wrist. Atoms forged in dying stars pulse there. You are a late chapter of a long beginning. The universe is not only out there, it lives in you, asking how you'll spend your dawn.